welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to record a look for you guys. As you guys can see, I decided to do something more like in my comfort zone, something that I would normally do like if I'm going out or if I'm gonna take like pictures or I'm going to a party, just like a look for those type of things. So I went with like a gold halo look with some really nice dramatic lashes. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, we'll just keep on watching. So I'm going to be using the James Charles palette. I'm going to be going with that little burnt orange color. I'm using a Morphe brush. I want to say it's the M441. It's the super fluffy brush. It's one of my favorite eyeshadows to blend with. And I'm just doing circular swiping motions, kind of like windshield motions. You want to make sure you are going in circles because that helps it blend a lot better. So I'm just packing on that burnt orange color on really well. Doing the same thing for the other eye. Just you want to make sure you really pack it on and you blend it really well. Then I'm going in with the darker brown. I'm going to be putting all the names of the colors in the description box below. But I'm using another Morphe brush. I don't know the name of this one. I want to say it kind of rubbed off. But I will try to see if I can find it and I'll post it for you guys. But I'm just doing same circular motions. For this eye look, I'm going all the way to my inner corner of the eyelid. Just because I'm going to be doing a halo eye look. So the only part that's going to have color is the middle. So now I'm gonna go in with a MAC brush. I don't know the name of this either. It rubbed off. But I'm using the darker brown in that Morphe palette. I'm gonna try and see if I can find the name for you guys, and then I'll put them in the description box below. But same, I'm putting it in my inner corner and my outer corner, just because we're doing a halo type of look. If you were going to be doing another look, you don't have to necessarily do it all the way towards the middle. But I'm doing swiping motions, same circular motions. Now I'm going to carve out the center of my eyelid. This is where the eyeshadow, the gold shadow, is going to go. I'm using my NARS concealer in the shade Canal. This is the same concealer that I use for my face. You guys want to use an angle brush, a really skinny angle brush, so it's not really hard for you guys to do, because this step can be tricky and this will kind of make and break your makeup look. But if you do tend to just go too high or go too wide, you can always fix it back in with the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna kind of do that in this step right here also, so it doesn't look super harsh either. So then I'm going to be grabbing some glitter glue from Too Faced, and then I'm going to start packing that gold shadow. This is same from the Morphe James Charles palette. So I start to pack it on. I didn't need to wet my brush just because I'm using glitter glue. So it really helps the eyeshadow stay on there and not fly all over the place or have any fallout. to coat my lashes, I'm using some mascara. This one's from Too Faced in Damn Girl Mascara. And then I'm going to be using Sinful Cosmetics lashes. I'm going to be using the Style Doll. They're so pretty and so dramatic. They're one of my favorite lashes. Going to be using the Ole Hendrickson Banana Brightening Primer. This primer is really nice. It really brightens your face. It has been one of my favorites at the moment. I'm going to go in with the Becca foundation. This is the only foundation that is my color right now because I'm super tan. But it's a full coverage foundation. I want to say it's a natural finish. It's not matte or it's not dewy. It's super full coverage and it definitely lasts like all day. I'm using a beauty blender to blend it out. As you guys can see, I'm doing it by little sides, like one side first, then I'm gonna go on to my next side just because I don't like when my foundation sits on my face for too long and then it can get a little hard to blend. Okay, so I like to clean up my eyebrows with my foundation when I'm applying my foundation on my forehead. I'm using an angled brush. This is the same angled brush that I used earlier to kind of carve out that halo eye. But I'm using foundation. I hate when people use concealer. Please don't do that. If you like carving out your brows like this, make sure you use your foundation. Just because you don't want it to have like a light cast on your eyebrow area. Now I'm going to be using the same concealer, NARS, in the shade Canal, and I'm just going to put it in the areas where I want my face to kind of look highlighted. I like to put it under my eye where everybody puts it, but I also like to put some in the center of my nose. I don't really contour my nose just because my nose is already super skinny, but I do like to highlight it. I put some on my cupid's bow, my forehead, and then a little bit on my chin, and then I'm going back in with my beauty blender and blending all that out. Now I'm going to be going with the Hourglass translucent powder, and I'm going to be setting my under eye and a little bit on my forehead, my chin, kind of the areas where I put concealer at. That's what I'm going to be used to set it. As you guys can see that I'm kind of pressing it in rather than baking. I kind of like to do this step a little bit more than baking because I feel like I press the translucent powder in and it definitely makes my foundation last throughout the day. Now I'm going to be going in with the Hoola bronzer. I'm using a Morphe brush as well, and I'm just going to kind of warm up my face. I like to use this to contour. I put a little bit on my hairline, on my cheeks, and then a little bit on my jawline. I go in back with the Hourglass translucent powder and kind of cut that area out to make it look more sharp, and then I blend it out, and this is how I set my face as well. I do go in with my NARS blush Orgasm. This is the only blush that I like to use. Then I'm going with the same shadows that I used on my crease earlier. I'm going to do the same to kind of blend out the my waterline and kind of make it look a little smokier. I'm also going to be going in with an eyeliner. This one's from Marc Jacobs. It's their black gel liner. It's one of my favorites because I feel like it doesn't go away like most liners do. So I put that on my waterline, and then I go in with a black eyeshadow and kind of smudge it out just so it doesn't look like two completely different colors, and it kind of blends in with the liner. Now I'm just going to be using some mascara and coating my bottom lashes. For my highlight, I am going to be going in with the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero highlighting kit. I'm using like the gold highlighter in that kit. I'll put the name as well. And I'm using a Morphe brush as well, per usual. This highlight is so pretty, but you definitely have to be careful because it can have a lot of fallout. And if you do wet it, it'll be like super highlighted. So now for my lips, I'm going to be going in with a NYX Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Truffle. And I'm going to go in and line my lips before I apply my lipstick. I go in with a LA Girl lip liner as well, but I feel like the one I used most was Truffle. I didn't really need to go in with the LA Girl lip liner. So for my lipstick, I'm using Shrimpton by MAC. I recently purchased this. My coworker told me that it was a really pretty nude, and she was right. It looks so pretty. It's like my perfect nude. You guys know that I love my nudes. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up and comment if you guys want me to do a specific eye look for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video.